It's your boy Big Ray. Yeah, you know what it is, the biggest, the strongest, the best. Big Ray. Everybody been asking me how I get in the bodyguard game and how did I start doing security and what made me want to do it and who inspired me to do it and who I've been with and how did I be with this person. It's gonna be the video right now. So go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to this video now. You don't want to miss it. Okay guys, yeah, I started at around by the age of 19 and I know a couple powerlifters because I was doing the powerlifting thing and a lot of big guys with ex-football players, just really big guys, and they said, man, Ray, I think you'll be a good bouncer, man. I said, really? It was like, man, you got the size, man, and it's quick money. So I said, you know what? I can't beat quick money and quick money the right way. So, you know, a few of the bodyguards that was in there that I met at the club, because one guy named Big Chris, I'll never forget him, man. He's down in Atlanta. He's about 7 foot, 400 pounds. And I saw him, he just solid, no fat on him or nothing, and I looked up to him. And I really don't too much look up to people, but man, he was a monster, man. I said, man, how did you get into this? And he was like, man, I'll tell you, I make a lot of money. And he was with all these different rappers, but he said, Ray, I'm gonna start you off small, and then we're gonna go from there. So I started, you know, going to I went to this one club, just looks like the Bar and Grill. And I went and he said, Ray, just follow me, be at the door. And Ray, you pass tonight, man, you get 300. I'm like, really? He said, man, it's just, you know, we just gonna eat, chill. I just wanna see how you vibing. Somebody cutting up, I just wanna see how you gonna react. And once I did that, and I did pretty good, and I passed, and you know, he gave me 150 up front, another 150 when I was done. I said, wow, I can really do this. And I said, man, that's $300. And it was only, we was there for about 2 hours. And it was just cool being with him, man. He was so big, and just being, you know, just when he walked in, everybody, you know, respected him. Like somebody look at him that's about to do something, they just turned the other way. It was just like, it was cool. I wanted to do that. The next thing is like, after I got my first 300, then the club started noticing me being with him a lot. Once I started being with him a lot, I was like, man, I got my first 300. I said, man, I want to keep doing this. I kept doing it and kept doing it. I was like, so I start bouncing. And then I went back to Greenville. I met this, I ain't gonna call the name of this guy, but this guy had a security company. And I got with him and I started going with these older guys. And everybody thought I was like 30 years old because I was big the way I looked. So I carried myself like I was older. Anyway, like I always have. Really, I was underage, really, in the club, but they couldn't tell. You know, they just want somebody to cover a spot doing bouncing. So I start going to club and start getting quick money, 100 here, 150 here, 200 here. As time goes, I would start just racking up my mind. I said, man, I can do this. I'm doing the right, like making the right way. I was like, man, I got to keep doing this. It was the first rapper. They said, Ray, we got a big rapper coming, and I said, okay. And I said, how much, you know, to get paid? So he, like I said, I was with him again, and he was telling me, Ray, you can get this amount. And I said, man, you know what? So remember I said at the beginning, 300 now. So when it's a rapper or a feature, somebody coming, man, I end up, I made 600. And I said, what, 600? It was just for 2 hours. So he said, Ray, we just gonna get on stage. Whoever come, they're gonna do a few songs. We gonna walk them in, that's it, man. We ain't like the regular bouncers, just in the crowd. We just gonna be on stage when the rapper come. I'm like, so you mean to tell me I'm getting 600? So like I said, he always give me half up front and the other half just so he know I'm good. So he gave me 300, I got the other 300. I'm like, wow, man, this is cool. And then after that, my first rapper, as time go on, my name started getting out there because I was always with him. So they know if I was with him, they know I'm good people and they know I'm about my business. And he always told me, he said, Ray, always be professional. Don't never drink, smoke. Don't never do what the crowd doing. You don't want to do that. And I never drink or smoke. I don't do none of that stuff anyway. I don't do drugs, I don't smoke. So they start paying him way more. It was like, Ray, I want you to pay attention to this guy, this security that I got, this bodyguard. I bet you money when they say you want some weed or you want this, watch how they'll take it and watch how they won't be back doing their job the next day. But Ray, watch versus us. When we say no to that, they're gonna pay us more and we're gonna still have our job. once I took that into consideration, I said, wow, man, it's like they really pay you more just to do a professional job, because it's just like any job. You don't want to be drinking or doing something. You want to do that at your regular job. So why do that when you being a bodyguard or a bouncer? It don't look right. And, you know, people think it do. I done seen it so many times. I'm like, you look out of pocket. You don't look in the right position and none of that. Once I learned that, and he got paid another $1,000 to not smoke and not drink. So I said, he wanted to see, was I telling the truth? I said, man, I don't smoke and don't drink. So mind you, I'm getting 600 anyway. He gave me the 300. So after the end of the night, we walked. He told me how to, when we pick up the rapper, take him on stage. I think he done a couple songs, then bring him back to the car, make sure he's safe. Then we gonna flashlight it all the way through until he gone. He said, Ray, you know what? Now we got an after party. Now he gave another 300. That was 600. So he said, Ray, we got an after party. After party, he said, Ray, you got a chance to win another 200 or 300. I'm like, what? And he said, now this gonna be your test, Ray. It's gonna be a lot of women there. They might not have no clothes on. We just gonna see if you gonna give in. It's gonna be a lot of weed. It's gonna be a lot of drugs there. I'm gonna just see if you gonna give in, because everyone that I put to this test, they fail every time. And trust me, he told me, he said, Ray, I got tipped my first time. But Ray, I see a lot of trust in you, and I see a lot of promise in you, and I see a lot of trust, and I know you can do it. So I'm gonna just see, because everybody say the same thing. I got it. And they fail every time. We go there. It's like at the Four Seasons in Atlanta. I'll never forget it. Young Jeezy. Who else was in there? Gucci. Who was it else? There was a few more other rappers there. And at first, I've never been amazed by the rappers, because he said, Ray, you got to think they're human just like us. They put their clothes on just like us. It might be a high brand, or it might be, this, that, and the third, but they still do the same thing as we do. So once you look at it that way, you will never be starstruck. In your mind, you're going to be like, wow, it's really him, or it's really her. But once you look past that, so don't be surprised when you see Ray. So when we pulling up, I see Lamborghinis, Bentleys, Ferraris, and all that. And I like cars anyway. When I start seeing, I'm like, wow, it must be some people with some money in here. So we go on top of the floor, and he said, Ray, brace yourself. So I met his other bodyguard. I never forget, his name is Big A, short for Alex. And he was huge too. He was about 6'10", about 370, and he was guarding the door, to go in this big suite they had in the Four Seasons. And then you go in there, women don't have no clothes on, they don't have nothing on. He was like, Ray, are you ready? He was like, Ray, are you ready? I said, yeah, man. Ray, all right, we're gonna see. So I go in there. He said, Ray, me and you gonna be behind such and so. Ray, I want you at this corner. I want, he was telling us, he had 4 guys with him. There was one at the door that was already there before we got there. Him. So he was like, Ray, I'm gonna see. He's gonna give in. So the bartenders, they really had nothing on, but they were serving drinks to the rappers and all the celebrities that was in that suite. But we had to make sure everything goes right, goes smooth, no fights in this suite. He was like, Ray, we're gonna be here for an hour. It's gonna be a lot of people trying to come to you, be like, man, just chill, it's okay to do this. Ray, don't do it, man, because they're gonna talk about you, man. Don't do it. So I didn't do it, because I told you, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't like this stuff anyway. I saw the other bodyguard do it, and I'm like, wow, he about to do it, I should give in. I didn't do it though. I didn't do it. So me not doing it, I made it through that hour, and I proved to him that I didn't do it. It was so tempting. Don't get me wrong, I had my fun, every now and again, I'm only human, but I did that after. I learned my lesson about the women and what they come for. And what I learned is, if they can't get the rapper, they're gonna try to get the bodyguard. So they still win, because the bodyguard get to be with the rapper, so he's always close by him. So she know if she can get with the rapper, if she can get with the bodyguard, she can get closer to the rapper. So I learned, and it's a true story, I'll never forget that day. That day, it was, the girls set one of the big guys up, and I was like, he took her to the back, she had nothing on, he's like, yeah, babe, just come to the back, we good. And so they went with a kit, like it was like a kitchen area in this big suite. And I was like, I'm trying to peek, like, man, what the world are you about to do? And I see a little view of it. I'm like, wow. And like, she mixed something in his drink. the guy that was with me, that's mentoring me, told him, dude, she put something in your drink. He was like, no, man, shut up. You just jealous I got her. He's like, you know what, man? All right. He start acting weird, start acting funny. He hits one of the celebrities in there. I don't want to give out the name, but he hit one of the celebrities in there by mistake. Like he's mind you, he's big, about 6'8", big, big as he is. And the girl put something in his drink and he was just way off, man. He started doing dumb stuff. He started cussing a lot. He started pushing people and all that, and it got really, really bad. And then the girl took him to the room. She did whatever she did. Mind you, she got HIV. Now, I'm like, wait a minute. So she took advantage of him. Like, she really took advantage of him. A couple months later, he didn't even get checked. But like I said, once he got checked, he found out, HIV, man. And like I said, he ended up killing himself, man. And man, that's crazy, man. I mean, he was 31. And I told you, the big guy that was mentoring me, that started me out with the club with the first 300, told me, Ray, this is what happens, Ray. Once you be professional and you come to get your money, you won't fall in these traps. Because these women don't care. They come for a reason. They look good. They know they look good. And they know somebody's going to give in. You're going to want them. And they know. So 9 times out of 10, it ain't really about the money no more. They're going to get that either way. But it's about either getting a rapper, getting a celebrity, or getting the bodyguard. They get one of them three, they made their night. And just seeing that, man, it really woke me up. But I was good. I was like, God put me in this position to I think it was my calling. Man, I used to always think I was big for nothing sometimes. And I used to get upset about it. I used to be like, man, what, my God, like, people always think because you're big, you got to play football. You big, you got to go to the NFL. You tall, you got to go play ball. But he had a different calling for me, and I'm glad it was being a bodyguard, doing security work, being a security guard. Just it just complete me, and it's something I wanted to do. And I'm glad God, he was like, Ray, this is your calling. I know I had to show you and wait a little bit, but Ray, my timing is perfect, and his timing was perfect. It was something I loved doing. And then we're gonna talk more about the bouncing part. So the bouncing part of it, I went to about 10 different strip clubs. So I met another guy at a club, and he taught me this side of it. He's like, Ray, this ain't being a bodyguard here. This is a whole different type. You gotta just protect these women. You're gonna be like their dads when you're here, because a lot of them don't have a father figure. A lot of them don't have people to teach them stuff. People don't, so a lot of these girls are on drugs. They're going through a lot. A lot of their minds are messed up, and they need somebody. They look up to bouncers, or a good bouncer that's gonna be like, it's gonna be okay. Your rent due, you gotta, like a lot of them, they need their rent due, or they just depend on just that money. So you gotta keep them in a good mind so they can go up there and dance, get their money, so they won't be sitting down pouting and be like, oh my God, it's a slow night. Because that's so I started getting that, and I said, I always been a charmer anyway. I always been a lovable guy, and I got that both sides to me. And like I said, I was a natural when I went in there. Every woman loves a guy that smells good. I don't know. I always have smelled good. I always carried myself well. And like I said, when I went in there, it was like I was like a little magnet. I was like, oh my God, who is this big teddy bear? Oh my God, I never forget this girl named I think Snowflake. She was in Charlotte, and I never forget. I went there, and I think it was Onyx. I can remember. And she looked pretty good, and I was like, it was my first time in the club, so I don't know about the strip club well, but I said, I'm still keep it professional and still do what I'm supposed to do. I'm still keep that same mentality like I was taught. So I went in there, and the guy said, Ray, just do your thing. It's different, man. Just scoop the money up when after they get done dancing and all that. But Ray, when they go into VIP, just look over it. So he was just giving me the basic runaround, but he was like, Ray, gotta be careful with these women, because they will get you in trouble. Think about it. They don't have nothing on them. We go into the dressing rooms and all that. So first night I did pretty good. I was like, man, it was like, what's your name? Oh my God, you like a big teddy bear. And she was like, I never forget, Snowflake, she came to me, she was like, what's your name? I said, my name is Ray. And I was like, really, it's Big Ray? And she was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna call you Big Ray, you big. teddy bear, you smell good. And she was like, oh my God, it's so good to see you here. I never get how she talking. It was, she was something. And I went there and he was in it. And I was like, yo, Chris, man. I was like, and the guy's name was Chris that worked there. Man, what's up with Snowflake, man? She look good, man. She pretty cool. He's like, Ray, don't fool with her, Ray. She does that to every bouncer that comes in. She gives you like, oh my God, you big. Oh my God, it's so good to see you, and all this stuff. And she starts that. So, long story short on this, it's like you young guys that wanna be a bouncer at a strip club. I was at 10 different ones, so I ain't gonna name all the different ones because I don't want to put none of these clubs on the spot. But I'ma just tell you, it ain't what you think. Like I said, just like the bodyguard, ain't what you think. Go in there with a positive mind and get your money and go. Don't go in there for the wrong reason that you're gonna see naked women, no clothes on, and all that. It's at first I was amused by it. It's a little perk to it, but as time go on, I'm like, man, this stuff don't amaze me no more, man. And it's a lot of trouble that come with it. So like I said, go get your money. And like I said, don't go there for the wrong. A lot of guys, that's why young people that's my age don't never make it. It be older guys. That's why I said I know I was meant for this life, because there's no 20-year-olds in their 20s, young 20s, was doing what I was doing security, bouncing, being a bodyguard, working at strip clubs. It was they failed because they got like, man, oh my God, I get to see her, no clothes on, and I get to go in the dressing room and get to hug her and all that, because it's one girl, they will try you, but if you pass, they're gonna respect you that much more, and you're gonna get way more. You're gonna get what you wanted in the first place before you even know it. Don't pay that no mind. It's gonna make them appreciate you more, and then you're gonna get away with a lot more. I've learned, don't go in there and just be like, oh my God, she said I'm cute, she said I'm cool, and then she said I get to hug her, and she said I get to do this. Don't do none of it. Go in there and get your money. And I've learned once I did that, you know, and I try to tell young guys now, man, like, it ain't what you think. You know, these girls got some of these girls got a lot of problems. I ain't saying all of them. I'm saying about 90% of them got a lot of problems. They're on drugs. They do dumb stuff. You know, they do whatever to get money, and I ain't gonna say what, but you kind of figure what I'm talking about. They do a lot of stuff. They say that the same thing they're telling you, they're gonna say it to another guy. Don't get too caught up in it. I come there for one reason, and I tell these guys, go get your money. I was taught, go get your money, be professional, and go. Don't get me wrong, it's been times I had a little fun, did my thing with a few of them. That's it. You know, I'm only human. You know, but I've learned, don't never let them outthink you, because they think their body will outthink your mind. No. Do your thing, get your money, go, have your fun, and leave. In and out, if you go, you know what I'm saying? And it just being straight up real with you. So that's just a little wrap on that. There's a lot more to say about that, but I just want to touch on that a little bit as far as that part. But yeah, y'all, man, this just wraps up about me being a bodyguard, about being a bouncer. How did I start it? Just a little bit. It was a lot more I can say, but this is the main keys of it. I hope you guys learn from it and you finally know how did I start. And I hope this answers all your questions. But until next time, it's Big Ray. You know what it is. You know who you love. You know what channel you love. It's the Big Ray channel. Go like, comment, subscribe. I meant what I said before I started this video now. Don't play with me, okay? You listen to me? You guys out there, you girls out there, please, come on! Do the right thing as of today. Do the right thing. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm not gonna freaking say it again, okay? Just do it. Just do it. Yeah, till next time.